This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, 2025 brings big bucks for Filipino athletes. Pinay tennis sensation Eala smashes into WTA Canberra semis. Darts drama explodes at Ali Pali as Littler, Van Gerwen, Bunting, and Dobey charge into the semis. The Philippines is fired up for FIVB World Championship 2025. The Sixers' late collapse hands the Kings a stunning victory, while Jokic, his triple-double, powers the Nuggets to a 139-120 win over the Hawks. And we welcome 2025 with a holistic approach to health and wellness with athlete-turned-doctor Ryan Dalman. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 2nd of January. Now, here's our roundup. 2025 is shaping up to be an epic year for Philippine sports, with over 1 billion pesos in funding from the General Appropriations Act. Filipino athletes are locked, loaded, and ready to take on the world sports stage. The Philippine Sports Commission Chairman Richard Bachman and Philippine Olympic Committee or POC President Abraham Tolentino are going all in for a jam-packed season, featuring marquee events like the Southeast Asian Games in Thailand this December and the Asian Indoor Martial Arts Games in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. According to Bachman, the funding is for the athletes and programs, emphasizing that it is now their time to shine once again in the international arena. Action kicks off early with the Asian Winter Games in Harbin, China, which will run from February 7 to 14, where a lean but mean Filipino squad will see action. While gymnastics phenom and double Olympic gold medalist Carlos Yulo is set to compete in the World Championships this October in Jakarta. And it doesn't stop there. The Philippines will host the FIVB World Championships in September at the Smart Araneta Coliseum and the MOA Arena. This early, POC President Abraham Tolentino is already rallying the troops and said that it's going to be tough in Thailand, but he believes that our athletes and national sports associations will be able to deliver. With this expected financial backing, 2025 promises to be a year of record-breaking, medal-collecting, and history-making for Team Philippines. The Philippines' rising tennis superstar Eala just served up a thrilling performance down under. Eala stormed into her first-ever WTA semifinals at the Canberra International after a fiery comeback against Australia's Taylor Preston. It wasn't all smooth sailing though, as the 19-year-old Filipina dropped the opening set 4-6, but flipped the script with her signature grit and precision. Eala dominated the next two sets, 6-2, 6-1, delivering a masterclass in resilience and shot-making to leave the Aussie crowd stunned. Eala brought her A-game, winning 73% of points on her first serve and outshining Preston on second serves with 41% to the Australians' 29%. She also racked up 88 total points to Preston's 73, clinching 10 service games and powering through 6 straight games in a jaw-dropping streak. Now, all eyes are on the semifinal showdown where Eala faces either China's Wei Sijia or Switzerland's Simona Walter. One thing's for sure, Eala's chase for her first 2025 title is heating up, and the young Pinay is on fire. So stay tuned because Eala is making Philippine tennis history one match at a time. The Paddy Power World Darts Championship brought New Year's fireworks to Ali Pali as Luke Littler, Michael Van Gerwen, Stephen Bunting, and Chris Dobey punched their tickets to the semifinal. All eyes were on the 17-year-old darting sensation Luke Littler, who delivered a masterclass to overpower Nathan Aspinall 5-2. Michael Van Gerwen showed why he's a former champ, outlasting Callan Rides in a nail-biting showdown that featured an eye-popping 31 maximums. Rids fought tooth and nail, but Van Gerwen's ice-cold double-8 finish sealed a dramatic 5-3 victory. Meanwhile, Dobey finally broke through his quarterfinal curse with a gutsy 5-3 win over Gerwen Price. Now, after heartbreaks in previous years, Dobey held his nerve even after missing 5 match darts. Dobey will be facing Van Gerwen next in a must-watch showdown. Now, also making a sensational display of precision is Stephen Bunting, who took down 2-time world champion Peter Wright in a convincing 5-2 performance. From monster checkouts to a clean sweep in the final set, Bunting made his intentions clear. He is here to fight for the title, and he is ready for the next battle. 2025 dart fans, buckle up. This alley-pally at its electrifying best. The countdown is on as preparations are in full swing. The Philippines gears up for its first ever solo hosting of the FIVB Men's World Championship 2025 this coming September 12 to 28. 31 of the world's top volleyball nations will battle it out on Philippine soil, with the action set to unfold at the Mall of Asia Arena and Smart Araneta Coliseum. The Philippine Volleyball Federation is leaving no stone unturned, declaring through a statement that as first-time solo hosts, they are aiming for an event the world will not forget. Backed by top-level support, the local organizing committee is led by no less than First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos, Vinnie Marcos, and Tourism Secretary Cristina Frasco. In the run-up to the competition, the following events will be held: an international roadshow, a mascot contest, a trophy tour, and media broadcast conference, including a 100-day countdown in June. With just 9 months to go, the energy is building for what's shaping up to be an unforgettable tournament. So mark your calendars and take part in making Philippine volleyball history. The Philadelphia 76ers were on track for a 5th straight win, but a disastrous finish in Sacramento derailed their hopes. The Kings closed out the game with a 15-0 run, claiming a 113-107 victory. De'Aaron Fox led the way with 35 points, while Domantas Sabonis added 17 points, 21 rebounds, and 7 assists. Paul George scored 30 points and Tyrese Maxey contributed 27, but both struggled in the final moments as the Sixers collapsed. George's strong start and a solid performance from the bench gave the Sixers a 75-66 lead in the third, but turnovers and defensive lapses late in the game allowed Sacramento to steal the win. With key players sidelined, the Sixers now shift their focus to their next matchup against the Warriors. Nikola Jokic put on a masterclass in performance with a triple-double, 23 points, 17 rebounds, and 15 assists, leading the Denver Nuggets to a dominant 139-120 victory over the Atlanta Hawks. Jokic came just 1 assist away from a first-half triple-double and secured his 144th career triple-double early in the third quarter. Trae Young and the Hawks could not keep up with the reigning MVP as the Nuggets cruised to their 3rd straight win. Denver's all-around offensive efficiency and Jokic's all-star level play proved too much for the Hawks. The Nuggets continue to impress, with Jokic showing once again why he is one of the game's most versatile players. And here are more results from the NBA. And now, here's your daily dose of sports lingo. In darts, a checkout is the ultimate moment of glory when a player makes their final move to win the game. It's the art of reducing your score to 0 with a perfect combination of throws, often ending with a precision-perfect double, where it's the high-stakes double 16 or the crowd-pleasing double 20. A flawless checkout is the stuff of legends. One throw can seal the victory, and the thrill of hitting it under pressure is what makes darts so electrifying. It's time for our off-court buzzer. Victor Wembanyama takes on New York City chess fans and loses a few. The NBA star took a break from dominating the court to challenge fans to a one-on-one showdown, but not in hoops. Nope, Wemby was out at Washington Square Park sitting across from strangers for a battle of wits in chess. With a tweet that had fans buzzing, Wembanyama invited anyone to meet him at the park's southwest corner for a game. "I'm there," he said, and boy, did they show up. Despite the chilly, rainy morning, a crowd gathered for their shot at playing against one of the NBA's biggest rising stars. Wembanyama played 4 intense games, winning 2, but yes, you guessed it, losing 2 as well. Though he might not have swept the board, he sure made it a memorable morning. It wasn't just about the chess for Wemby. He posed for selfies, signed autographs, and even joked about an NBA players-only chess tournament for charity. With a massive 25.2 points and 10.1 rebounds per game this season, we might not be seeing him at chess tournaments just yet. But the dude's got game everywhere he goes. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 2nd of January. When we return, Erica Christensen will show us how to jumpstart 2025 the healthy way. So watch out for that when we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. He's a former athlete who is now a doctor, advocating a holistic approach to wellness. Here's the Scorecard correspondent Erica Christensen with Dr. Ryan Dalman to show athletes and just about anyone from all walks of life how to take on a healthier path this 2025.
All right, so now I am together with an integrative medicine doctor who is also the co-founder of Centro Holistico and a former athlete. I am so honored to introduce Doc Ryan Dalman. Hi, Doc Ryan.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Erica.
We are so excited, of course, Doc, to get to know you about what you do specifically, syempre about your story when you were an athlete, because I heard from Doc Candy that you're actually a former athlete. So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that phase of yours before.
I'm an integrative medicine doctor and I'm one of the founders of Centro Holistico. I used to be an athlete before, ever since I think I started walking. My first sport was football, so I think that's from grade 1 until 2nd year high school. And then I shifted to basketball because I grew so tall. It was hard for me to move, you know, like I'm 5'11", 6 foot,
Yes.
and then the other kids that I was playing with was like shorter than me. It was harder for me to move. So I shifted to basketball. I was actually in the UAAP Juniors in Ateneo when I was in high school. And then in college, I tried to go into the seniors basketball, but you know, it's the Ateneo pool of players, the athletes, the talent was just so crazy. So I shifted into track and field. In the track and field, I used to do throws, shot put, discus, and hammer throw. And during my time, I think in my last year, I had 3 gold medals in one season in shot put, discus, and hammer throw. And before at the time, also 2006, I became the record holder in UAAP. Pero it was, I think it was broken like 13 years after. Yeah, sports is really close to my heart until now, even if I'm an integrative medicine doctor now.
So, Doc, safe to say, with your vast experience in all of these sports that you've tried, safe to say that that's also one of the integral reasons why you chose to do medicine.
Yes, that's right.
So, talk us through your experience naman as a doctor. Bakit integrative medicine ang inyong nakuha?
Integrative medicine, it just makes sense nowadays. If you're gonna go back into the history of medicine, you know those old movies na merong doctors who does home service, na meron silang leather bags like that, diba?
Yes.
Everyone were generalists, you know, back in the day when medicine was still new. And then there was a dawn of specialization. Okay, na nagkaroon ka ng orthopedic surgeons, cardiologists, pediatricians, naging ultrasound specialist pa, from an ortho surgeon to a hand specialist.
That's right.
Okay, to a left pinky specialist. Just kidding. Sobrang
Ganun naka-specific.
Yeah, but you get my point, right?
Yes.
And then ngayon, nagkakaroon ng drive of, making parang stepping back from being too specialized. Kasi when you get too specialized, you have your blinders like that. You're super good at what you do, but nawawala na yung vision mo for other things. So
Right.
what the tendency is that you refer to your other colleagues who are also subspecialized. Okay. So of course it's good kasi people get the best care kasi they're all specialized. Pero that also drives the cost of healthcare really, really high.
Right.
Yeah.
I
So
can
there's a drive
imagine.
now going back to basics, going back to a more general way of seeing patients. So what I like about our practice is that we combine the conventional medicine. So when I say conventional medicine, is that what we were taught in med school, giving medications, antibiotics, stuff like that, and combining it with natural medicine. So there are different aspects of natural medicine. When you combine it, it's called integrative. So under our practice, there are a lot of different subspecialties that one might have heard before, pero hindi mo alam na ano bang difference nito sa ganito. But all of these things are under integrative or under wellness medicine, anti-aging, lifestyle, health optimization, functional.
Sports.
So sports medicine kasi may sports medicine na subspecialty in ortho. Subspecialty
Okay.
rehab.
Now, Doc, what are the key treatments that you would like to recommend at least to an athlete?
Okay. First and foremost, I think in every patient that we get, not just athletes, every patient, we highly recommend that they do a consult first with
Right.
us. So that we would know what specifically their body requires and what they need and what are their health goals. And not everyone is the same, right? Even if two athletes, the same sport, they go to us, of course they would want to say, I want to be stronger and be faster. But if you ask deeper, they have different health goals. So you want to find that out first. Get the baseline of the athlete and then know their goals. Karamihan kasi ng mga athletes natin, professional man or hindi, they're all strong. They're all very, very fit.
Of course.
Okay, but they think of fitness and health as one thing, but they are two different things. You can be very, very fit, but not healthy.
Right.
I'm sure you've met a lot of people like this. They're so strong, they're so fit, and then when they leave the gym, leave their sport, they go eat their burgers, yes, eat their junk and everything, and then kasi hindi naman nawawala yung abs ko ganun pa rin but that's not the case.
Right.
So-
I mean, just because you have a six-pack doesn't necessarily mean you're healthy,
That's
diba,
right,
on the inside.
that's right. Yung perfect example ko nga dyan, si LeBron James, everyone knows who LeBron James is. He spends $2 million a year on his body and he eats so healthy. So yeah, we start off with a consultation. And then after that, we create a program for them. We always start with nutrition and diet. As I said earlier, that it's very, very important that we educate them that fitness and health are two different things.
Yes.
Kasi although ngayon, alam ko mahabol na rin sa sports nutrition Like our professional athletes are now aware, but still not all But more and more of our athletes are becoming more aware about nutrition and proper supplementation. So, supplementation, ang sabihin supplementation, yung mga fish oil mo, ano ba yan? Vitamin
Yes.
C ba? Or whatever. All of these supplements. Now, all of these supplements kasi, it's not also one supplement for all. Hindi rin yan. It really also depends. So, puro siya depends. When we say supplement, kasi we can't get everything from the food that we eat. Sometimes we need to supplement. That's why it's called supplements. Our services here are geared towards, number one, make the patient very, very strong. Very, very strong, that means they need energy, right?
Yes.
So we focus on the mitochondria. Do you remember what the mitochondria
The
is?
powerhouse of the
That's
cell.
right, galing, you were listening. Congratulations to Erica's biology teacher.
As a consistent honor student.
Yeah. So yeah, the mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. It generates ATP. So siguro to describe it easily, it generates batteries. Kunwari ganun lang, no? And itong batteries na ito, they're required by all of our organs to function well. When we say all of the organs, of course, our muscles, our heart. Heart is the most demanding of all organs kasi it pumps day in, day out. Your lungs. So, for you to have more energy when you do your sport, you need enough batteries, right? And then when you're done exerting yourself, you need to recover.
Yes.
For you to recover, kasi when you when in recovery, when you exercise, a lot of muscles are torn. You need to recover. What do you need? You need mitochondria also. You need the batteries also. So we want to strengthen the mitochondria. So what are the things that you can do in Centro Holistico to strengthen your mitochondria? So we have an IV drip.
Okay.
It's called the mitochondrial boost drip. Okay. So that's a drip. We have the IV laser. The IV laser, the science is called photobiomodulation. So here we use the purple light and the red light. So the red light is very good for inflammation, to boost the mitochondria. Okay, so it will make your mitochondria release a lot more ATP or a lot more batteries.
Right.
Okay. And then I mentioned na earlier, the IV laser pa is also good to bring down the inflammation. So yun pag-usapan din natin later. So that's for the mitochondria. The other thing pa pala, we have this dome. Okay? Have you heard of
Yes,
the
I've
dome?
heard about that. Yes, yes.
So we call it the detox dome, wherein you get exposed. It's like you're like in a dome, like in a cocoon, parang ganon. And then your head is sticking out. And then there's a near-infrared light. Okay, the near-infrared light, not necessarily makikita mo yung light kasi it's invisible to the eye, but you're gonna feel some heat. Okay, and then that near-infrared light, it's the same principle with the IV laser, photobiomodulation. So it will increase your metabolism, it will increase your healing, bring down your inflammation, and again, pump up the mitochondria.
Wow. And what about the acupuncture? I think you mentioned about that, Doc. What does that
the
help?
Acupuncture. Yes, that's the third part. So after the mitochondria, bringing down the inflammation. Kasi inflammation brings pain. Diyan naman papasok si acupuncture. Okay, so especially when you work out, we all felt this. If you've exercised in your life, you know how it feels to be stiff. Okay.
That's the most dreaded part, Doc.
Exactly.
I swear.
Diba? So we're stiff kasi the muscles are filled with lactic acid. So, and we're very much inflamed kasi we work out. That's how we build muscle. Sisirain mo muna, pupunitin mo muna siya.
And then mag-grow.
And then mag-grow siya. And you do it again and again and again. So you always feel stiff. So acupuncture is a very, very good way to loosen up the muscles, bring down the inflammation. There's this other thing pa that we usually ask our patients, not just our athletes to do, but to do regular detox.
And how can we specifically do that, Doc?
Well, the term detox kasi, people think when you say detox, you always detoxify your body from an illegal substance. Yun yung iba, mag-detox ka. Yun yung sikat sa TV eh. But we can also detoxify from our regular lifestyles, our regular diet, kasi we eat a lot of toxins and stuff. Diba? It's part of living in Metro Manila, we inhale pollution all the time. We're exposed to all of these cellular towers, okay, that makes us release a lot of oxygen-free radicals in the body. So we need to detoxify our body from these things. Our clinic is very, very known for detox also. We have our colon cleansing, okay, detox of the liver and the gut. We have a detox drip, okay. The dome is also a good detox procedures we can do. And of course, we also recommend that in the consult, we create detox programs. Now, it's very important for athletes to also detox because when you overwork yourself, there's an overproduction of oxygen-free radicals. You know, the last year we went to this World Congress of Integrative Medicine in Rome. They showed the study, it was very, very interesting. They showed that the health risks of someone who's a couch potato is the same as if you're an ultra athlete.
Wow, no way.
So ultra athlete, ano yung mga ultra athlete? If you're a marathoner, crossfitter, yan yung mga nagko-crossfit, no? Crossfitter, mga triathletes, or even yung athletes natin na not well supported. Kasi when you work out so hard, you release, di ba, sabi ko nga, nadadamage yung mga muscles mo and everything. You release a lot of oxygen-free radicals.
Correct.
Okay, now the term oxygen-free radicals, dyan ang galing yung antioxidants. Kasi antioxidants is a very popular term. Antioxidants, if you're gonna break it down, anti-oxygen-free radicals. They neutralize these oxygen-free radicals. Ito oxygen-free radicals kasi na ito, it attaches itself to different parts of the body and creates havoc, creates damage. We produce our own naturally occurring antioxidants. But if there's an imbalance, mas madami kang production ng oxygen-free radicals and your body's production of antioxidants mas mababa, then the net effect is damage in your body. And this damage will lead to a lot of inflammation, stuff like that. Hence, you need antioxidants, you need detox.
Now, of course, aside from the treatments that you mentioned earlier and aside from, you know, technology and the usual science that we hear all the time in terms of taking care of ourselves as an athlete, What other wellness hacks would you recommend to athletes that you encourage them to kind of incorporate into their daily lives?
This is quite simple, actually, wellness hack. Quite simple and yet so hard to do. Can you guess what? Sleep.
Water.
Water. Okay
Water.
din yan. Okay din
Water.
yan,
But
actually.
sleep, yes, I agree.
Yes, sleep. So, you have to be asleep ideally. By 10 p.m., you're fast asleep na. So, do you need 8 hours? If it's really, really deep sleep, kahit 6 hours, okay na yan.
Okay.
So, dapat undistracted sleep. Pitch black. Okay? Best if you have, those white noise. Meron pang certain healing frequencies
Yes.
that you can listen to when you're asleep, so it can make your sleep better, for it to be deeper. So sleep, very, very important. Kasi when we sleep, we recover better.
I want to know also, did you ever work with like any notable athletes who have successfully enjoyed your treatments here and have really felt the benefits of the treatments here at Centro Holistico?
We actually have a good list of athletes here. Pero siguro I'll mention na lang a good friend, L.A. Tenorio, is from Ateneo also,
Yeah.
batch higher. And I used to play with him also back in college. He was
Okay.
on Beda. So aside from LA, Michelle Gumabao, the volleyball player. Michelle, I remember her kasi we were neighbors before growing up.
Okay.
She was still young. Mas maliit, mas matanda ako sa kanya. But she used to play volleyball in our village in Philinvest.
Oh, what a
So
small world.
and then I used to play basketball with her dad. She goes here also every now and then to do different treatments, acupuncture, IV drip, depends.
All right, well, my last question for you, Doc, is maybe you have any advice to our athletes in terms of holistically taking care of themselves to kind of enhance their athletic journey?
Okay, a lot of athletes, especially the non-professional ones, diba, you're starting out, diba? You're an athlete wannabe, hindi ka pa nga part ng varsity team, but you're building up yourself already. Or you're already a school athlete, okay? And you want to be stronger in everything. Okay? People underestimate the power of diet, the power of food. Food can be a source of nourishment, but at the same time, it can be a source of poison also. Okay? So it's very, very important. That one you can control. It need not be expensive. You can control that. Okay, now as you grow older, you get to, or you get more means, maybe someone's funding you or whatever, then you can slowly introduce taking supplements, and then maybe doing some of the services here or elsewhere for you to be stronger. Now, doon naman sa other end of the spectrum, you're a professional athlete. You have all the means in the world to really take care of yourself. Please don't forget to fix your diet. Okay, if you want to be at the top of your game, okay, you have to eat cleanly. Again, babalikan ko si LeBron James. Hindi ako fan ni LeBron James, pero fan ako ng his discipline. Kasi he's 40 years old and he's performing like he's 20s.
All right, thank you so much, Doc
You're most
Ryan. It's been
welcome.
such a very insightful and fruitful conversation. And yeah, we'll see you here at Centro Holistico.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Erica and Doc Ryan, for that very informative conversation. So for anyone who is looking for a better way to recover or simply want to start your wellness journey, that is one healthy and holistic option you just might want to try. When the scorecard returns, we will look into the upcoming NBA matchups so you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Hello and welcome to Follow the Money. I'm Rain Musnip. Join us as we explore the tools and insights you need to jumpstart your financial journey. Apple is closing in on a historic $4 trillion stock market valuation.
ICP is a general purpose blockchain wherein you can build anything and everything.
Market cap of the entire cryptocurrency world to almost 3 trillion. That's almost the money supply of the US.
Keep it here on BNC, the Billionaire News Channel, always on top.
The questions.
Why sounds very serious, but
Seryoso,
watch
no?
it.
Di ba parang crime, may away pamilya, etc.
The issues.
Who are supposed to be on the faces of our bank, of our money?
Bangko Sentral, no? There is a numismatic committee who meets and decides.
We clarify matters.
The 1,000 peso bill was changed from the three heroes of World War II to the Philippine Eagle.
Pinky Web is always on point.
Welcome back to the scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge you need to stay ahead of the game. Tomorrow, January 3 at 9 a.m. Philippine time, live at Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, the LA Clippers will take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Los Angeles Clippers enter this game with a record of 19-14, currently 6th in the Western Conference. They're coming off a devastating 86-122 loss to the San Antonio Spurs, where Victor Wembanyama dominated with 27 points. The Clippers struggled offensively, shooting just 26.8% from three, with James Harden leading the team with 17 points and Norman Powell adding 15. Los Angeles will look to bounce back despite missing key players like Kawhi Leonard and Terrence Mann. Meanwhile, the Oklahoma City Thunder boasts an impressive 27-5 record, leading the Western Conference. In their last outing, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander put on a show with 40 points to lift the Thunder to a 113-105 win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. OKC dominated the third quarter with a 43-23 run, forcing 24 turnovers in the game and showcasing their tenacious defense. With Jalen Williams and Lou Dort providing consistent support, the Thunder look unstoppable heading into this matchup. Oklahoma City enters as the favorite with a minus 8.5 point spread. The Thunder's high-octane offense and lockdown defense make them a formidable opponent, while the Clippers struggle to find consistency with injuries to key players. The over-under for this game is set at 220.5, pointing to a moderate scoring matchup, with the Thunder's dominant defense expected to slow down the Clippers. Can Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Thunder continue their dominance at home, or will the Clippers rise to the challenge despite their depleted lineup? Stay tuned to find out. And at 11 a.m. Philippine time, live at Chase Center in San Francisco, California, the Philadelphia 76ers will face off against the Golden State Warriors. The Philadelphia 76ers enter this game with momentum from a dominant 125-103 win over the Portland Trail Blazers. Joel Embiid led the way with 37 points and 9 rebounds, while Tyrese Maxey added 23 points. Gershon Yabusele chipped in with 16 points off the bench, and Kelly Oubre Jr. had a solid outing with 15 points and 8 steals. However, the 76ers will be short-handed with Embiid, Oubre, and KJ Martin all out due to injuries. On the other side, the Golden State Warriors are looking to rebound after a 95-113 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers, marking their 13th loss in the last 17 games. Moses Moody led the Warriors with 19 points, while Jonathan Kuminga recorded 18 points and 10 rebounds. Tracy Jackson-Davis also made his presence felt with 16 points and a game-high 16 rebounds. But offensive struggles continue to haunt Golden State as they shot just 33.3% from the field and 23.7% from three-point range against Cleveland. The Warriors' injury report remains uncertain, with Draymond Green, Kyle Anderson, and Steph Curry all listed as game-time decisions. The Golden State Warriors come in as slight favorites with a minus 3.5 point spread. Given their home court advantage and Philadelphia's injury-depleted roster, the over-under is set at 226.5, highlighting a potential defensive grind if neither team can find consistency from deep. Can the Warriors end their slump and defend home court, or will Tyrese Maxey and the 76ers find a way to pull off the upset despite missing several key pieces? Don't miss this exciting matchup. And here are the rest of the odds for tomorrow. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From a Hall of Fame college football coach and TV analyst, and who is the only coach to guide 4 teams to final top 15 rankings, Lou Holtz once said, "Your talent determines what you can do. Your motivation determines how much you are willing to do. Your attitude determines how well you do it. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, on the Billionaire News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.